welcome to Behind the Main podcast here at Kesman Male Grooming. I'm Toni, and today I am joined by Guray Kesman, who is the founder of Kesman Male Grooming.
Hello, everybody.
So I'm also joined by the founders of YG Studios, Matthew and JC.
Hello, my guys. How you doing?
Good, man. Good.
I'm excited. It's the first time we've done
Really good to have you guys on board. Thank you so much for coming around.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
So I've been doing a lot of research on you guys, and you seem to be doing extremely well.
Thank you.
I am so intrigued to know how you guys started, because I know you guys are fairly young.
Yeah.
And you started a few years ago. So can you go back to the beginning and tell us a little bit about how you guys started?
What are we doing?
So-
beginning on that.
I mean, yeah, we have two inceptions, I'd say.
Yeah.
So the brand itself, well, actually, let's start from the beginning, innit?
Yeah, let's
So-
do that. Go back in there.
The beginning is, it started with me and Matthew. We wanted to start the brand together. And, you know, we already had some stuff that we wanted to drop, but maybe like, I don't know, a couple months before actually, you know, producing product and making product, I kind of felt like it wasn't the right time for me. I had something else going, and I just felt like I couldn't dedicate my time to the brand. So I told Matthew, I was like, bro, like, I can't lie, it's not the best time. So I stepped back. We thought of the name YG Studios and everything together, and it was already set, but I just felt like I couldn't do it. So Matthew actually had the drop by himself. He shot, did everything by himself.
Yeah.
Can I ask how old you guys were when you started?
So I started that was like 15.
That's mad.
That's
Mad.
amazing.
Yeah. So it was just 15. I'll be drawing stuff like in school and stuff, and then just having like designs here and there. And I feel like obviously we're meant to start it together, and I had such like motivation to start it, so I didn't really want to wait, and I kind of just did that drop by myself there. And yeah, it went pretty well, but it was a lot harder than I thought. Obviously, like just owning a brand, because it's not as easy as just making a clothes, selling it, and then all of that. Is so much more into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went quite well, and then obviously I took some time off, and we've rebranded.
How long after would you say? It was like a year maybe, or 2 years?
Yeah, a year, because I had 2 separate drops.
Okay. On your own?
Yeah.
Yeah?
2 drops on my own, a free heart collection, and then it was called a Kiss Me collection. That was my most like.
That was the coolest marketing strategies I've seen. So what he was doing back in the day, he would just print out and literally stick it on places that you wouldn't even think.
Wow.
And it was such a cool thing to see. Like you would see the brand in Canada Street, like,
Soho.
and like in a barber shop on the table, which is so cool, you know. I used to love that creative ideas that you had.
Thank you. Yeah, no, definitely. It was really just the start when I just really wanted to get the name out there, just the image, you know.
Yeah.
So I got back to like the basics of marketing and how other brands would really market the stuff back in the day, and it would all be like leaflets, business cards, etc. So yeah, I'll just be sticking that everywhere. Literally, I got in trouble one time as well. It was in a train station. Yeah. I was putting them up in the train station, and then there was police there, and I didn't know. And yeah, they were just like, "Oh, like, do you have the rights to do this?" I was like, "Oh, not really." Yeah, but it was cool. I mean, like, yeah, it was good content as well. So.
And I think from there, obviously, I was watching all of the stuff he was making. I wasn't involved at all. So he was making that. And obviously at 15, for him to do that, I was just kind of mind blown at the time, because I was like, I wanted to do it, but I felt like I just wasn't in the right space and time to do it. So watching him do it alone, he did the 2 drops. It did do well. And then finally, right time, right moment for us, we kind of, you know, had a chat, and we were like, let's do it together and let's like go all in. So yeah, we like switched up our manufacturers, and then it's been a year, and I want to say like 5 months, 6 months since we started the brand together. So it's under 2 years, and it feels like it's been crazy ass journey. I can't lie. It's been like
been flying.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
In my head, it feels like I've been doing it for 5 years because it feels like it's just
Yeah.
really long. But at the same time, I look back and I was like, well, that was only in September or that was in December, and we only have like really a few drops that compared to everything else.
I saw a video where you basically shut down Soho,
Yeah.
and that was insane. The amount of people, the queues, and that was a pop-up shop, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
We've done 2 now. So we did one. I want to say it was August last year, and that was crazy. That was just
madness.
yeah. We got a G-Wagon from a friend, and we just like got cars and we build like stock with it. We had I don't know like 200 pieces, and
We just gave it out.
and we just gave it out for free.
Yeah,
Like no
so
one
many
paid
people
anything.
pulled up. We literally posted the location the day of,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally like even like 5 minutes before the actual pop-up.
Yeah, it was
I've seen people running.
People were running.
running
Because
to get those.
we told them it was in Soho, so there would just be a lot of people
the area.
walking around and just wearing our stuff already that were like, just like people that like the brand. And then once we posted it, you just see so many people running. And it was crazy to see like how much of a community we're able to like bring together.
And that was the first one that we did. And then the last one that we did was, I think it was earlier on this month. I can't even remember. My
Yeah, a
like
lot
gauge
of
of time
things
is really
happened.
messed up. But that was, I think, earlier on this month. And we did the same thing, but we took over like a corner shop in Soho.
Yeah.
We went in like the week before the pop-up and we were like, to the owner, we were like, yo, can we use your store for a pop-up? And then they were like, sure. We really thought it was going to be a lot harder than that, a lot more complicated contracts and that, but it wasn't. It was just, she said, sure. And
Fantastic.
then we just took over. We just, brought our stock in and we got my cousins, my brothers to come and help. And everything was £30 cash.
Wow.
And we had, a bunch of cash. A lot of kids came and it was sick. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
It's
no, it
amazing,
looked-
man. I think I have to say, like, I've been cutting their hair for a while now, especially Matthew was 14 when I first started cutting your hair. And I've seen both of your journeys and grow. Literally, I've seen you, especially grow up physically,
100%.
also like as a person. And you both are still really humble and amazing people. Like I have to give it to you guys. You know, when sometimes people get known, bit following, people do change, and all fair enough. But you guys kept real, and I think that is a lot. And I think I really appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
I've seen a lot of people on my journey. I've been in the industry for a long time, where people change as they grow, personalities change, but you kept it real. And I really, really love that about you guys.
Shout out Guray, man. Appreciate you for real.
Always shout out Guray, I can't lie. He's been there for a minute.
My
bro.
goal, my goal.
Appreciate that. Come on.
So I also want to ask you a little bit about your photo shoots,
Okay.
because I watched you put one together. Where does the ideas for that come?
Oh, damn.
It's a mix, but I can't lie.
It's really based by collection, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like we'd, for example, we're dropping this brown tracksuit on Friday, as of the date of this recording, with a jersey and a matching sweatpants, and we're also dropping some chains as well. But when we looked at the color brown, we were like, where environmentally and aesthetically suits that color brown? Realistically, London, it would not match. Right now it's like raining, it's grey, it just wouldn't sell the product, So we just kind of like map out where in the world suits it best aesthetically. And we dropped a similar tracksuit last year, around June, and we shot that in Portugal. And we thought, why not bring it back to Portugal? Because, it's quite close to us. The aesthetics of Portugal are really nice. And yeah, it's hot. So it's a perfect place to shoot tracksuits.
You get a little cheeky beach day in there, so.
So who does the hair? Like, who comes up with that? Do you have a hairstylist there that goes, right, you're going to look at the clothes and then...
Not even. I feel like
Or is it just the models?
Is
Do
this
you
for
pick
like
them?
model styling? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we actually have a look at their like Instagram feeds before. I feel like that's a lot of the time where we find our models through Instagram, social media. And through Instagram, obviously they have posts where they feel most comfortable in. And you see all their different hairstyles and stuff. So we just look around that and pretty much ask them if they can do this, if it's braided or etc. But
do you kind of have an image in your mind of the people that you want with the style and the hair and the whole look to go with?
I mean, it's quite easy because obviously we we are now selling like pretty much a full outfit. So the sweatpants go with the jersey, the hoodie goes with the sweatpants, you know, the t-shirt goes with the shorts. So we just style everything YG. But when it comes to like the hair or whatever, we just really look at, like Matthew said, we look at their Instagram, see what they post a lot in, or what you can tell they're most comfortable in, you know. I feel like that's pretty much it, how we figure out.
And you guys have been all over the place, like not just Portugal. You guys been in New York many times.
Yeah,
What you in Japan? I mean, like it's not just like, you know, designing the clothes and then manufacturing them and then selling them. You guys actually put in so much thought and time into it.
Yeah.
Like just organizing a shoot in Japan, it's not a straightforward thing. I know that.
Nah.
You know, it's crazy how much work goes behind it, you know?
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know this, but it's literally just me and Matthew. Like there's no team, you know, like I shoot all the pictures, Matthew helps with the videos. I edit the videos, we do the posting calendar, we do everything ourselves. Like the team is just me and Matthew. Yeah. And for the models, a lot of the time we just use like my friends, you know, like
cousins and stuff.
Cousins. Like we really don't go through agencies. We've never done that. It's just whenever we have a shoot, we like list out our friends and pick whichever makes more sense. And we've been like very blessed with that, to be honest, because we have such a good knit circle of people that are always willing to help, whether it's the pop art, whether it's shoots, whether it's counting out of our like hundreds and thousands of pieces that we do. So yeah, people are always helping.
What project are you most proud of and why?
Ooh.
Damn, we definitely
Shall I
have
tell
two
you
different
my
answers.
favourites?
Yeah, go on.
I love these blue joggers that the tracksuits.
The New York one.
That's my favorite.
That's the NYG collection.
Yeah.
So that was a tracksuit that we got inspo from the New York Yankees logo, but we just added YG to it. So it's still quite nostalgic, but yeah, that's probably
That's
like
my favorite one.
Yeah, top 2 bestsellers, I'd say.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most iconic. But my favorite, like just whole experience and just shoot everything was definitely the Japan drop. It was Bape inspired, and it was just like Nigo's one of my favorite designers of all time, like just streetwear icon in general. So being able to just go to where he's from, Japan, and where he started the brand, and kind of just do a shoot of our version of it was really sick to me. And obviously we were invited to his house as well, which is actually like a museum called Bape Land.
Wow.
And that definitely is like one of the like top moments in my life, because you get to see all the archives and it's just very like inspirational. Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day that day. So.
You know what? I might have to agree. I think the most like crazy, memorable trip was Japan. It was, I believe it was like a 13 or 14-day trip.
Yeah.
And going to Japan ain't cheap, bro. Like it's expensive. So obviously finding hotels and all of that, it was kind of peak. But like Matthew said, we went to Bape Land, and that to me was really what. After that trip, just a lot of what I saw in Bape Land and Nigo's house inspired like what I did after, like buying toys and shit like that. So
he's got a bit of a toy problem.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen the inside of your apartment, and it is like you have got lots
Definitely
of
Nigo
toys.
inspired, I can't lie.
Yeah.
But I would say probably that Japan shoot. Yeah.
Japan's a
So how do you deal with negative comments and feedback and conflict? Do you deal with that? Do you have much of it?
I mean, I feel like we've been blessed enough to like kind of have like a decent community. I don't think we ever get hate. I don't think I've ever seen it that much. Obviously, there'll be them comments here and there, but I don't know. I feel like we've been in the industry for quite a long time that I feel like you just kind of learn to kind of just block it out. You see it, but you don't really take it in, because I feel like at the end of the day, it's just like it's an extra comment or whatever, so it just helps the engagement.
They don't
I
actually
absolutely
know,
love
but they're
that.
actually contributing to the engagement, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've posted one on TikTok not long ago, and he had a lot of comments. But I would say maybe 30-40% of it was like real tough
Yeah.
comments.
Really?
I'm like, I know, like I'm like you guys, like I don't care. But reading through them, I'm like, these guys actually had
Yeah.
time in their hands to like actually
Literally.
comment these things.
Yeah.
But thanks, like you
100%.
contributing to my engagement, so I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that being brothers gives you more of an edge in like the fashion industry, or not?
What do you think?
The question is, what do we have more of an edge?
I think so. I think it makes us a bit more cool, like just brothers, doing
You
the
know
same
what?
thing.
What I do think is if there's like anyone else that wants to start a brand and they have a brother or a sibling or a cousin or whatever, I feel like they can feel by looking at us that they can create something as well. Again, Matthew did it alone, and he did well, but it didn't really he didn't stay consistent with it. I couldn't do it alone 100%. So I think having someone, brother, sibling, girlfriend, whatever, it helps a lot. So I think for sure having like a brother to do it with, I think it gives us like something else, it's a family business and you can feel it too because we're traveling together, we're shooting together, we're doing everything together. So it becomes more of like a story, I feel like, anyway.
That's great, and
that's the
you're
balance.
actually inspiring other people to do the same. Where you can, a lot of people do say, it's very tricky to work with the family.
Yeah.
And all that. I think
Yeah, I've heard
you
that a
guys
lot.
are, but you guys are a great example that to make it work. I believe that you guys actually complete each other really well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And I know you both know what your roles are in the business, and so far you guys are flying. So you guys are definitely doing it right.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. We definitely
Got a little bit of an audience there. Look, they're all watching.
Your kind of audience, would you say?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, go on.
Have you ever had a haircut that completely changed how you felt in your clothes?
Oh, yeah. You're right. When he gave me my buzz cut, guys, I don't think you understand. I had long hair like this. It was a bit shorter than this, and then I wanted a mullet or something, but my hair was all mashed up because I never really cut it before. And then we kind of reset. Did that big cut. I actually made a TikTok on that as well, and that was one of my biggest TikToks. That was like, it hit over 1 million views.
Yeah,
couple times.
1.4, I think. At
Yeah,
one point,
1.4, and we did like multiple ones of that. Yeah, definitely. After that, I felt like a completely different person. Like my style changed. I was a lot more like slim. Like everything was more like, like edgy rock star kind of vibe. Yeah, and I liked it. But yeah, definitely.
It's such a liberating feeling, isn't it?
100%.
Like that was the transformation of the year in the salon.
Yeah.
I believe, because
Yeah.
that was such a big change. You literally came in, and that was also the first time I think
Yeah,
I've
that was
done
the
your
first
hair.
time you'd cut
So
my hair.
I was already doing JC's hair, and then he came for the first time saying,
Completely just.
bro, I'm like, right, okay, let's do this.
Yeah.
He's determined, so why not? And it worked out really well, and just it just looked amazing. And that was definitely the restyle of the year for me, really.
Yeah. I trusted girl with my whole life pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, ever since that, I always trust him when I'm doing a big change with my hair. It's always Guray.
It is really important though, isn't it? Like, I believe everyone has an image, the way, what you wear and how you wear your hair, and everyone has a message to give out to people in the world, the way we present ourselves. And I think, obviously, you guys are so much into your fashion, and I know you love what you do. And when you said earlier, it feels like it's been 5 years. That's why it feels like it's been 5 years, because you guys are not been working, you're actually doing what you love doing. And that makes it go a lot more quicker. And I'm the same with hair. And I think it's such a sort of relating industries, hair and fashion. And I think it marries it so well when you get the right fashion sense and the style that you love and the hairstyle that you love. You feel, 100% yourself, and posture is up, and you feel 100% confident, and I love seeing that. Like my dream, I think I told you a few times about that. One day maybe that having a barber shop and a sort of stylist, like getting guys like you on board and actually styling people and inspiring them, because many people don't know out there like what would work with them, and they wouldn't even know where to start with the hair or with the clothes, And I think like a street wear, like many people wouldn't even go there, but once they put it on, I'm sure like, wow, this is such a liberating feeling. I feel cool, and I feel edgy, and my dream is to do that one day.
Yeah, that's sick.
It also doesn't exist. Like
It
a
doesn't
barber,
exist.
and it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But Guray, you've got great clientele.
Oh,
You
I
get
know.
lots of brands in here.
Yeah.
But no, to answer your question though, I actually think like, when you scrap away the clothes, scrap away the jewelry, you're just left with your physique, your skin, and your hair, And I think like fundamentally, they need to be really good at all times, because, before you put any clothes on, again, like I said, that's the core. And if your skin's kind of lacking, or, your hair's not that great, or you're not feeling the best physically, when you put the clothes, it's not really going to mask anything. You know what I mean? It's really about the confidence on all those three things.
That's a great way of putting it, actually. I never thought of taking everything off. You're right, you're left with your body and your hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got to look after your skin, look after your body and your hair. That's so true, actually.
Well, they say, don't they, you can have two people, one that looks very well kept and one that's not, and they can have exactly the same clothes on. One will look more expensive.
100%. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
If you could style any celebrity,
Oh, damn.
who would it be and why?
Any celebrity, that's kind of brazy, Too many options, too many goats.
Hey. Oh. I don't know. It depends how I'm feeling. Mom. Because I can make some crazy outfits for certain people. I don't know. It just depends how I'm feeling, literally.
We have to give them a name, though.
What are we saying?
Any celebrity.
I quite like... I would love to work with Kanye.
Okay.
I like to style. I don't know if that's controversial to say. But I would definitely love to style Kanye, because I just think he's definitely done a lot for the fashion industry and streetwear in general. To me, he's pretty much him, Nigo, and like Pharrell are like the top three in my like streetwear kind of, So I
I'd
feel
love
like
to see Pharrell wearing something that you guys designed for him.
I would say Pharrell actually, Pharrell, for sure.
I'm going to go for either Bad Bunny or Fade, just because like I listen to so much reggaeton music like all the time, so I have to go Bad Bunny or Fade.
That's good. That's really good. Yeah, that's up there as well.
What's your go-to hairstyle that never fails to make you feel on point?
Whoa.
Can't lie, when I was in my mullet era, it was like last year summer.
Yes.
Bro, I loved it. Now I've got my hat on, you guys can't see my hair, but I'm growing it.
Yeah.
Not too much like Matthew's length, a lot shorter. But I can't lie, the mullet was just a banger every time. I felt so like free around the ears, the back was nice and clean. I'd say mullet for sure.
That was really cool look.
Yeah,
And you really pulled it off really well. I love that. I love working with that.
Every time I feel like, do I go back? Should I just... Can't do it.
But I also felt like you are quite you feel quite inspired with the hairstyles as well. Like you would be like, well, I fancy a change, and I'm often the one that tell people like, I think we should do this, we should. But JC is like, he will come in and say like a few weeks ago, he's like, can you put a line there like that? And I'm like, okay. And I wasn't going to say no, because the guy's got a vision, right? He has got a vision. And it did work, didn't it?
Yeah,
it did look really cool, and we made it. And, sometimes it will go like shall we do this? And I'm like, I didn't actually think of that. And, you know, the guy has got a vision. It does work, you know? He does come up with ideas like...
You know what, it's just practicality. I'm growing my hair, there's not much I can do. So what can I do? My sideburns, I can get rid of them completely. But if I just, you know, it looks like I got a cut, but really, just touch my sideburns.
Do you know what you're growing your hair into, what style? Or are you just going to keep growing? And
No, I
see what
really want to
happens?
get braids, I can't lie. I really want to braid up, but I've never done that before. So I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. I need like a month more of growth, and then we'll see. Yeah.
I can't wait to see him. I've
Yeah,
seen you in them. You look
yeah.
sick in it.
Thanks. Yeah, that's pretty much my go-to now with my long hair. I just feel like, yeah, like I like
That's why
styling
I
my
haven't
hair.
sin you for a while.
Huh?
That's why I haven't seen you for a while.
I literally just rock braids, literally. Yeah, I've just been growing up my hair out. I kind of want to grow it to like my shoulders. Don't know, yeah, a bit longer. But yeah, that's my go-to now when I want to feel like more like well kept and just like free, because the hair does actually get quite heavy occasionally.
Yeah.
So especially when it's hot as well, you get hot behind your neck and all of that. So when I braid it, I feel very just clean. But when I had shorter hair, I like a buzz cut. Getting a cut from, a fresh buzz cut was the best thing, honestly. Fresh shape up, you just feel clean and you're ready.
But the only thing is that you can't, like, you are saying about the buzz, but you also love the quality of the long hair, don't you?
Definitely.
You look really cool in long hair.
Thank you.
I love that.
You
I
like
know
it?
I haven't done your hair for a while
Yeah.
now, but still, I still love it. It just works really well. Like with the glasses and you just, I think, you know what? I think you're inspiring a lot more people out there who are quite stereotypes in offices, but want to actually explore and be edgy.
Yeah.
Because you also have that look with that glasses and you know that stereotype, the guy sitting in the bank and working on the investments. But obviously they have to be in a frame that they can't come out of.
Yeah,
But the
100%.
weekends. So you are that guy to influence them in that sense, I think. I can really see that.
No, I take that. Thank you. Yeah, I just like to look clean, so that's why I slick it back and then wear the glasses, look nice and does it clean pretty much.
That's it.
Appreciate it.
That's it.
Well, you've got so much hair there that you could do quite a lot of different hairstyles if you wanted to.
Could tie it back and all now. Got inches.
Got a little bit of ponytail going on at the back.
Yeah, I could do that now, to be honest. Yeah, I've got inches.
You've got enough length to do that. But I have to say, over the years, that as you were coming in and we've been working together and I've been doing your hair and you guys been promoting Kesman, which I really appreciate. And I have been seeing a lot of people coming in and saying, we have been seeing your brand in either YG Studios or your personal Instagrams, which has been amazing because you're actually inspiring a lot of people with hairstyles. And, you know, I think that's a big success as in the overall fashion. Like, obviously, you guys are fashion brand owners, which is incredible, and you guys are doing really well. But I think you guys are doing a lot bigger than that. As in, you guys are actually influencing people in the fashion, the whole fashion industry, as in the hair fashion and the clothes fashion, which is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of mad because obviously I know a few times I've come in and you're like, oh, some guy just left or just came out the other day and he showed me your car and, you know, he screenshotted it. Or, you know, a lot of the time in my stories, I'm like, if you want ID on what I got on my hair, ask Guray. So people would come and message you, which when I'm getting my cut, when Matthew's getting his braids or whatever, you don't really think about too much about, you know, like the consumers or the person watching and following you. You don't really know the impact you're going to do. So you don't really know if they're going to watch that and be like, oh, bro, that fade is hard or that mullet looks sick. Like, let me get that as well. Because I never really think like that. So, yeah, it's weird. It's crazy.
That's sick. I think that's actually helping people. That's so cool. You know, there's people, again, don't know what to do with their hair, and then they may relate themselves to you in terms of the style that you guys already have with YG. And then they're like, right, do you know what? I think this hairstyle will fit in with my whole style and the outfit. And I think that's great.
I've got quite a fun one for you now. So, if your brand was a person, How would you describe its personality?
I want to know what you guys think right now.
Damn.
Personally.
If our clothing brand was a personality.
I would go in naughty first.
Naughty.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. I think you guys are always like got the right age to
Oh,
to
that
know like.
naughty.
No,
But I can see you chatting up a girl in Soho right now.
what would this fit right
Yeah. Just like that cheeky looks and look naughty. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, I was gonna go much simpler. I was just gonna be like that one friend that's like reliable. Do you know what I mean? That you can go into your wardrobe, pick it up, and you
that's
know it's
hard.
gonna be good.
It's that
That's
friend that
hard.
you can always lean on, you know?
Yeah.
You can, for comfortability, obviously, styling as well. If you want to come on that Soho date, you know, we're
That's
here.
it.
We're
That's
reliable.
That's what I'd say. Yeah, reliable, 100.
Perfect invite.
That consistent friend. Consistent, reliable friend. That's great.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's a good friend.
Definitely.
That's YG.
That's literally YG.
That's
Yeah.
incredible, man. That's actually like I feel exactly the same. Like with, you know, in whatever you're doing,
Yeah.
being that reliable friend, seeing the brand as that. I think that's so powerful. You guys will go so far with this vision because all the big brands goes with feelings rather than the product itself.
Yeah.
And when you just say that out loud, as in that reliable friend, I think that is just the feeling that you sell, which goes so far. You know, I think that's incredible.
What's been the hardest lesson to learn?
Bro, I can't lie. For me, yeah, my personality is just I'm not really like a planner. My agent tells me to like have a calendar. I've printed and got whiteboard calendars. I've done everything. I can't. Like I just do it. I know in the morning I go gym. I know I have to eat. I know I have to do this, but literally take it all step by step. But I think the hardest thing has been planning because with the fashion brand, you know, there's a fashion calendar. You know, there's seasons. There's manufacturer needs X amount of time to produce the garment. You know, sometimes fabric is out of stock. They need to, you know, make it, and that takes, you know, however long. So planning in advance has been the hardest thing. So for me, I think my priority has been on prioritizing the calendar and the structure of the drops and of the brand. And then like, yeah, my life is like, I don't even know what's happening. Like straight after this, we're running to go somewhere else. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the hardest lesson to learn is like,
Okay.
I know he was
Like,
about to
yeah.
cancel this last night. It's like, bro, no. Like,
I
he's
did message
texting
him
me
and I
and
was
I'm
like,
like, no, you can't. There's so much
coming in.
organization here. But I'm glad you guys turned up, man. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad we made it.
I think it's the same, to be honest, for me.
Yeah,
Just
hold on to your passport, yeah?
I'm not. Sorry.
I think you might have to zip it up. I don't know if that's calm.
For me, it's the same thing as probably just planning in advance and kind of. I feel like my brain is it's all over the place a lot of the time, so I lose stuff. Whether it's my passport, samples I've lost before, like I just don't know where I put it. It'll be just somewhere in my room.
We were in Paris a couple months ago, and I don't even know how, but I gave him the responsibility to book the Airbnb. For some reason, he booked it 1 day shorter than we needed, so we had to get all of our luggage and stuff and put it into, you know, somewhere else. So we went to Soho House in Paris, and you know, I've got like 3 bags. I've got like the model's jacket and stuff, so I'm loaded. I'm full. Matthew had the job of just taking his bag of mine, little suitcase, which by the way is a Remora as well, so it's a like expensive suitcase. And I'm in, you know, making sure everyone's fine. Turn around, Matthew comes in empty-handed. And we're like, well, where's the stuff, bro? We go outside and it's gone.
No, but we didn't even realize.
What?
I realized when we were like on our way to our first location.
Yeah, like an
for the
hour
shoot.
after, yeah, we realized
And
that
I was just like, because we were gonna start vlogging there. That's when we like first got our cameras and stuff. I was about to whip up my camera and I'm like, where's the camera? And then I'm checking, I'm like, what the hell? Even my iPad, gone. Everything was in my bag.
iPad,
My iPad,
vintage
that's where I made the
teas that I bought in
designs, yeah.
Japan, camera, like everything, hard drive, like so much stuff.
Yeah.
Skincare, you know, like
Just got
everything gone.
taken. That got snatched. But yeah, so I just, yeah.
That sounds like a quite hard
That
lesson
is a
to
lesson
learn.
to learn.
Yeah. But yeah, we're getting better. And it's just about planning for the brand now as well. It's just being able, having to design things in advance. When there's like, so like it'll be summer and I would want to make like a set for like basketball. And then I would want to like drop it straight away. But obviously you can't do that because you have to, it takes a lot of time, the samples, etc. So yeah, it's just being able to kind of have the designs for each season perfectly like aligned and having stuff in like rotation perfectly because we drop every month.
Okay.
So every month of this year, we're planning to do a drop and we've been doing a drop every month this year. And it's quite hard, honestly.
To
Like
keep up, yeah, of
yeah,
course.
definitely. Like not only with like trends, but like it's just like just having product that we can actually wear ourselves because that's pretty much what we like make clothes for ourselves to like wear what we want to wear and feel comfortable. So every product that we put out there is something that we wouldn't be like ashamed of other people putting on their bodies as well. So doing that monthly is it's quite stressful here and there, but yeah, no, we get better at it and we can definitely do it. So yeah.
Keeping up being that reliable fan, isn't it?
Exactly. Come on.
Turning up.
Exactly.
That's
Who
amazing.
gets the final say in what happens? Like, is there any arguments or is it kind of like a bit of a...
We definitely bump heads a lot.
Yeah.
But I think from the beginning, it's always been like we have to agree.
Yeah,
and if we don't, it gets paused. And pausing a decision is the hardest thing because, you know, we're on a time crunch. You know, like manufacturer needs to know, shipping needs to know. So we know like if we need to agree and we need to agree now. You know, if we can't hold an agreement now, we need to wait an hour or two, then come to an agreement because otherwise then, like they say, time is literally money in this case. We really need to do it and decide ASAP. So I'd say from the beginning, it's been very much 50-50.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, he might be like, I don't know, like we should maybe do this color. And I'd be like, I don't know, like we should do this product instead of this. And like, we just, we very much do it together. And sometimes, you know, he might have an input or I have an input that we lean into more. But it's always been like that.
Yeah.
Sounds like you do kind of work very well together though, so I can imagine this doesn't happen that often.
It happens often.
No, it happens often. When my cousin's in the studio or something and just listening to us like go at it.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, like he's my brother, innit?
Yeah,
Do
we're
you know what I mean?
brothers
Like
at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, but maybe it's meant to be like that because so far you guys have been producing really well. And maybe is that sort of debate that between you that brings out the best product.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's what's in mind, isn't it? Is producing the best thing that we can do and how we can execute that. But yeah, we definitely bump heads a lot, to say the least. No, we definitely do.
How do you balance trend setting with staying true to your own identity?
I think, you know, the way I've always seen YG, for me, is like, obviously being that reliable friend that you can always, you know, get your piece and go into your wardrobe and put it on, but also having a sense of like, I want to say like nostalgia to it in the sense of like, for example, that New York hoodie, that is a New York Yankee logo, but we made it YG. So adding like a sense of like nostalgia to it, you know, so because at the core right now of what we're doing, no one knows what YG is. You know, we're producing chain, we're putting a logo on a jersey that's, you know, double lined and it's, you know, good fabric, but people don't know that. They don't know what YG means. They know what Fear of God means, they know what Gucci means, they know what Armani means, but they don't know what YG means yet.
Okay,
so it's like, how do we incorporate and make our brand mean something You know, and we do that by nostalgia, by building the lifestyle of the product. You know, that's how the traveling happens, you know. But I think, yeah, I think that's how we stay unique and also, you know, kind of coexist with trends, because we are trying to make YG mean something, which is completely new. No one knows really what it means.
Yeah.
And then adding to some sort of familiarity. So that's how I feel like it's worked so far, because it's like a breath of fresh air to something that already exists, you know?
Yeah, I think you guys are already created that street fashion brand lifestyle. Already, like what you guys are doing with your, you know, the necklace and, you know, the whole thing, even like the way you live your lives with the brand. I think that shows it's street lifestyle. And I think it's incredible, like the way you guys are doing your shoots in the off license in a corner shop. And, you know, you would know your consumer actually are the ones who will go there and buy a chewing gum, or you know what I mean. Like, I think you guys are actually putting lots of thought in it to create that lifestyle, and so far you guys did great, and it's really incredible. I think you guys should be really proud of yourselves.
I've got one more question. Okay. Can you give us an insight to what's coming out next and when?
You know what? We're right now, as of this moment of the recording, we're going through like a proper transitional period. As of last week, a week and a half ago, we've moved into our fulfillment center. It's a big change for the brand because it means that we're not packing and shipping people's orders anymore. Like we were doing that for a year and, you know, I don't know, 6-7 months, however long it's been. And that's a big change for us because that means that we can spend more time in creating stuff and, you know, we're finally sampling denim, we're sampling jackets. Wow. That's something that we've always wanted to do, but we've never been able to because, you know, hands are tied elsewhere. You know, we're shooting, we come back, we're packing orders, we do our drop, we do our calendar. And it's been hard, but I think now we're definitely at a transitional period where, you know, things are slightly getting easier, but it means that we're, you know, focusing our time and attention on actually making more product, more designs. So what's coming next? Probably like a lot better YG stuff, you know.
Yeah, just denim. I say all the classic things. For me, a wardrobe needs some good denim jacket, bomber jacket, puffer jacket, etc.
All the jackets.
All the jackets, all the bottoms. Yeah, we're coming for the classics now, innit? We've mastered the comfort, YG Studio trackies, and now we want to step it up and now be able to wear a whole outfit by YG. I am doing that today. We do have these cargos, but denim and all of that stuff. So yeah, I think just stepping up, kind of getting to that more of a, you know, just a collection.
Again.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think you guys are doing amazing. And just knowing you guys over the years, it's been a pleasure working with you guys and seeing you guys grow. And I felt inspired. By, I'm probably a lot older than you guys, and the ambition you guys have and the drive you guys have is incredible. And I love seeing that. And I feel inspired by that myself. You know, every time you come in for trims and we have a chat, and I feel awakened, like, you know, there's also more I can do, you know, that what you guys are doing with different angles and different type of inspirations that you guys have and the vision. And I think it's great. And yeah, I loved having you guys.
Well done.
I'm
It's
excited.
been a pleasure having you on today.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
guys.
it. Thank you.
Literally, it's been sick. It's been nice.
First time chatting about
The brand, yeah, pretty much. Broski.
Heard it here first.
Fantastic. You're all sweet.
Well, bro, thank you so much.